Do we need more members? Is there someone acting like they are in charge top down and squelching the bottom up creativity? Is there room for some randomness in the system? Not too much, but some. And so, like the banking system, it's really easy to look at the collapse of the banks and immediately know this is a problem with feedback loops.
Mm.
Cancer is a problem with feedback loops. And all the new therapies are all about repressing the positive feedbacks in cancer and restoring the negative feedback loops. That's exactly what's going on. Um, if you look at an authoritarian regime, how do we increase the randomness um, to come out from under the control, the top-down control,
Yeah.
edge it into the zone of creativity, and then the autocratic society will have a mass extinction event,
Yeah.
but something new potentially can arise.
A lot of the pieces here that we're speaking about so far to date is a miss of consciousness. So we're still to get to that point of consciousness. And then when you look at the definition of consciousness in the Oxford Dictionary, it says a state of being aware of and responsive to one's surroundings. How do you feel the interconnectedness between consciousness and the other four pieces? Well, what's the role there that you were talking about?
Well, we have there are many sub varieties of philosophy that talk about what the nature of
Mm.
consciousness is and how it arises. Um, the three major ones that I talk about in the book sort of cover all the things that people take seriously in one
Mm.
form or another. The first is a materialist point of view. And when I first learned about complexity theory, I was all in for this, that emergent phenomena always seem like magic. How does the colony
Yeah.
arise? How does the murmuration arise? Um, it just does. So, wouldn't it be easy to say that consciousness is the emergent phenomenon of all the cells of the brain and all the electrical signals of the brain that gives rise emergently to our minds? The problem is that we have this famous notion of the hard problem of consciousness, which is we can explain how the brain sees a rose, smells a rose, feels the prick of a thorn of the rose. But the experience of red, the experience of the scent, its sweetness, the experience of pain, no one knows how to explain that, how
Yeah.
that becomes an experience in your awareness. And the evidence that this is a problem is that when you read anything in cognitive neuroscience, which is the materialist domain that talks about this stuff largely, they always, when they do an fMRI scan and they see activation of a pattern of regions of the brain, they say this is a uh, neural correlate of consciousness. When you
Mm.
experience a visual cue, the brain lights up in this way. They are correlated with each other, but they can't ever say it's causal. No one has ever
Okay.
found anything in the brain that the brain reacts this way, awareness pops up. No one's been able to do that. So that's the hard problem of consciousness. And so the materialist view sort of falls on that sword in many people's view, my view,
Mm.
certainly. Although I was there at the beginning, I thought, oh, this will be easy.